Hi, ladies. It's Kathy Eads. I'm really excited to be with you here today. I'm going to get us started on some new consultant training, and I have a limited amount of time here on our recording. I'm really tickled that you're part of our team, and I want to help you get started strong. And I am one of your upline team leaders. I'm not sure if I said that, but encourage you to talk with your upline team leader that's direct to you if it's not me. But feel free to contact anyone in your upline because we are all super interested in helping you reach whatever goals that you have with Usborne. So let's just jump right into things. This business should be easy. It is very flexible and it can be a lot of fun. Whatever the goals are that you have or did have when you started, if you haven't developed them yet, I encourage you to sit down and take a few minutes to decide what it is you'd like this business to do for you and your family, and also put those goals in a place that you're going to see them every day. Stick them on your bathroom mirror or in your workspace because that really, really helps you to stay focused. All this being said, every once in a while you'll hit a bump in the road and it may not go the way you had planned. And that can be unsettling. But when you reach a point where something didn't go as planned, or you think, oh, that didn't really work out the way that I had hoped it would, that's a really good time to talk with your sponsor and or your team leader and say, I really wish that had gone differently. So can you give me some ideas on maybe what I could tweak to make this, to improve this the next time around? That's what we're here for, and we really do want you to reach out to us because it's important for us to support you, but we don't always know when you need us. So please do reach out to your upline because we are supremely interested in your success. I do encourage you to really dream big with Usborne. Not only can it do some amazing things for you and your own family, but you will be reaching children, you will be helping other families to get amazing books for their kids, promoting literacy potentially with schools, organizations, your community, and then also helping other people who would like to do this business and improve their own family's bottom line. And you just never know who may be looking for something that is flexible, home-based, and allows them to add income to their family's budget. So I definitely encourage you from the beginning of your business to be very generous about asking people if they'd like to know more about what you do, if they would be interested in being part of your team impacting literacy while they're able to work from home. So I definitely think that building a team is a wonderful thing that not only will help you, but when you help others succeed, it helps you succeed as well. I think that's one of the beautiful things about this business. I do also think that if you haven't determined your why in writing, that it's a really good idea for you to write that down. And we talked about that a few moments ago. Write those things down in bullet points and put them in a place that's very prominent. It's also wonderful to share this with your family members, your upline, your support system, so that they understand what your aims are, and they will be supportive too if they understand what you're going for. This is a photograph of this page, so it does look a little funny color-wise, but I did want you to know, oops, I backed off there. I did want you to know that this Write Your Own Success Story information is in your consultant guide, and I encourage you to review it and talk to your sponsor and or your upline team leader about it. Find out where you want to fall in your first 12 weeks incentive period, what things you want to earn on this program. It's all designed to offer you rewards for doing a good job. So we don't have a lot of minimums to meet, but the home office does offer us a ton of incentives. You can earn your cost of your kit back, you can earn cash bonuses, tons of free books. You can even promote to team leader within your incentive period and get $300 in books plus $200 cash bonus. And then you also will get an automatic 11% raise on your own sales and that of the team members that you have sponsored. So promoting to promoting to team leader, I think I used the word supervisor. That's old terminology. Promoting to team leader is helping you to grow a strong business, and it's also helping you to help others get started with the business. Now, that being said, I want to take one step back and say, if you're a new consultant, you may be thinking, holy cow, I can't help anybody else. I'm just learning. Your team leader is responsible for training and supporting your new recruits because you are new and we have more experience in that area. So don't feel like you need to know everything before you sponsor someone. It's actually kind of fun to be new in the business with someone you sponsor because you're both learning together at the same time. And it's also fun to be working with a friend and doing something that you enjoy, working together with someone you enjoy spending time with. These are the basics of, well, they are the basics. They're not just the basics, they're the requirements for promoting to team leader. 3 personal success-bound recruits, 3 active recruits. That means they've had 500 in sales in the last 3 months. And then for 2 consecutive months prior to your promotion, you have 2750 in group sales, of which at least 1,000 is your personal sales. So those are the things that you have to do to promote. Fairly simple and very straightforward. Again, if you invite friends to get started with you, it's a lot of fun to do together. Both of these women in the picture are my first line team leaders, and they're friends that I have now that I would not have met without this business. So it's definitely a fun business to work with people. And you get to meet some new people that you might not have known otherwise. Wonderful people within Usborne. You definitely want to book 6 events in your first 30 days. I encourage people to book a Facebook party right off the bat because we can help you get that up and running within just a few days to a week of your signing up. So talk with your upline about that. We will help get you all set on that. It's a very easy way to kick off your business. I would schedule your own launch party for about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks after you sign up. And you should have all your materials within that time and be ready to go. I also then would start talking with the people in your group of friends and family who you know will be supportive of you. And occasionally, you might think someone that's going to be supportive who at first is not. Don't be discouraged by that. Just know that there are people that are really looking for what we have to offer. And those are the people that you want to reach out to. And it is okay if sometimes people say no. You're doing a favor, and they don't have to say yes in order for it to still be a good thing that you're offering. So offer to do a show for someone. You're doing this for them rather than them doing something for you. I do think a booking notebook or some sort of record that you have of potential hostesses and potential consultants is a smart idea. Some people use just a regular spiral bound notebook. Other people may use a index card file, but keep track of the leads that you have and start your warm list because that's where you're going to go to get those first bookings. And it's a great idea to mark those with some kind of demarcation as to who you think would like to be a hostess and who you think may be interested in the business. They may be one and the same. I do encourage you to treat every hostess as if she were going to be a potential part of your team because those people are very interested in what you have to offer because they're hosting and they're getting some on-the-job training at the same time being a hostess while you're doing their show. And you want to actually jot some little notes there about each of those people because when you do that, that's going to help you in contacting them and having some frame of reference and words to use when getting in touch with them. These are some words that you could use. They may or may not feel comfortable to you. And I think choosing words that feel comfortable to you when you are talking to people about booking or the business is super important. So I'm going to run through this very quickly. It's a little bit on the long side, so you may want to shorten it just a bit. But I'm calling because I'm excited to share Usborne books with you. They're fantastic books. Are you familiar with them? And then you can launch into the next bit after you have a short discussion. Well, I'm working to help a handful of moms get about $200 in books for their kids to kick off my new business as a rep with Usborne. And you are one of the first people I thought of because I know how much you and your children enjoy reading. And I think you'd be really interested in these books. How's this idea sound to you? Then you can kind of get her feedback and say, well, I'm booking right now for Wednesday the 23rd and um, Thursday the 24th. Which of those might work best for you? Always giving people a choice of two dates is really effective, so I encourage you to use that technique. These are some other words you could use. I'd really love to do a show for you and help you get some free books. Have you ever considered having a book look with Usborne? Some people call them book looks instead of home parties because occasionally you get a person who thinks, home party, I don't like the concept. Let's have a get together with your friends and I can show these books and get everybody's thoughts on them. And so these are just some others that you can use, some other wordings. A show is a really fun way to catch up with your friends, get great books for your kids at the same time. I'm booking now for XYZ. Which of those might work best for you? You always want to lead the conversation into the dates that you have open. And using the words, how's that sound, at the end is very open-ended and allows you to continue the discussion rather than just having a closed yes or no answer available. So some objections you might have. Usually objections are just someone is like, I just don't know how this is going to work for me. So it's just easier to say no than to consider it. If someone says I'm too busy right now, it usually means, I'm so jam-packed with my schedule. How can I fit this in? That gives you an opportunity to say, well, busy people are usually the people that get the most done, and they actually have a really large circle of acquaintances who also have kids. So I think that this would allow you guys to have some downtime together and have some fun. Or if you hear, I don't know enough people to invite, often that means I just don't know if I'm going to be able to produce enough people for you to make it worth your while. And I assure people, I will come just for a handful of guests and I will help you to develop a guest list so that we can try to aim for a few more people than that. How's that sound? If I help you with developing the list, how would you feel about hosting? It lets them know you're in their corner and that you're going to be supportive. And I definitely think it's good to be genuinely acknowledging their concerns and then discuss options for how you might help make it work and ask them, so how does that sound? If I can help you with that, would you feel comfortable hosting? Obviously, give them a choice of options of different types of parties. You can do a theme show like books and brunch or margaritas for moms. You can do an express show, which just means you do it very quickly for those people that have hectic schedules. We describe that as being an express show. I'm in and out of your house in 45 minutes. And then if people want to stick around and visit, that's fine, but I'll take care of our little part very quickly. And a Facebook party is another option. You can do grandma parties, you can do baby shower parties for the new mom, you can do teacher appreciation shows. Doing all of these options, you want to kind of limit them. You don't want to give too many choices, but you also want people to know, hey, this is flexible and I can do what'll be fun for me and my friends. This is your hostess specials, double free books in your first 12 weeks. This is in your guide, so I'm not going to go over this, but every $250 show with one booking, you can offer double free books. And we also have live trainings. We have Monday night chats through Nancy Ann Wortman, Usborne Achievers on Facebook. You will get the information there on her Monday night chats as well as all of her training site. Usborneachievers.com, and the password is training. Tons of great stuff there. We can have some coaching calls. We can also, this is a success story training that you're listening to now. The weekly check-in calls are really great because they help us to help you. So I encourage you to schedule one of those with your team leader, and she will most likely be reaching out to help you schedule that as well. And of course, you have all these other resources. And I'm going to wrap things up now. If you have any questions, you can email, Facebook message, call, all of those to anyone on your upline. That's on your back office site. We'll have all of our contact information. We are really excited to have you on the team and look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.